Any doubts in the homework? Raise your hand who is having any doubts in the homework. All of you are able to do it? You've done it with the workings? So you're able to understand the effects, etc., right? Now, page 86, question 7, make the formats. Page 86, question 7, make the formats. Journal of Pushkar. Yes. For February 2014. Yes, today we have to solve 2 questions now. 2 periods are already over of the basics. So we'll have to increase the speed over us making the formats. Only 30 more seconds. Fast everyone, it is not drawing period. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Due to additional requirements of funds, 12% loan of 20,000 is borrowed from Ram. So, Roshni, what will be the effects? First effect and second. Both effects now you have to tell me. Ram is the giver, that would come as the second effect. First effect. No one will be discussing, last bench, keep silence over there. Loan is an expense. Loan is never an expense. Keep standing. Dashti.
Cash comes in, everyone comes in, cash account, Ram is the giver, credit the giver, Ram's loan.
Correct. So now, how come loan is an expense? If you have borrowed the loan, then cash comes in the business. At least that you must be able to identify, correct, whether cash is coming in or cash is going out. Okay. So now, all of you repeat. Cash comes in.
Cash comes in.
Debit what comes in.
Debit what comes in.
Cash account debit.
Cash account debit.
Okay, what is the amount borrowed? 20,000. Are you okay with this? Then further repeat. Ram is the giver.
Ram is the giver.
Credit the giver
Credit the giver.
to 12% Ram's loan account.
12% Ram's loan account.
Okay, whenever we borrow or give the loan, you should always write the loan in the name of account. And what is this 12%? Interest. We are going to pay interest on that loan. No one will be free of cost loan. And this 12% interest is always, what is the meaning of this PA? Per annum. What do you mean by per annum? Per year. For the whole year we have to pay interest of 12%. Whenever you borrow any loan, the rate of interest is always expressed per annum. Per annum means per year. Is everyone clear with this? So credit this with 20,000. Okay, once again, cash comes in, debit what comes in, cash account debit. Ram is the giver, credit the giver, but the name of account will be 12% Ram's loan account. Any confusion in this? There are being loan borrowed from Ram. Now I will not be writing the narrations on the board I told you yesterday. Being loan borrowed from Ram. And make a line after that. In particular column you make a line after that, okay? Anyone who wants to repeat the first one again, raise your hand. Armin and Nikhil, no discussions. I should not see anyone discussing or talking in between. Next. 8,000 rupees lent to Lakshman at interest rate of 8%. Khushbu Singh. Lakshman is the receiver. Debit the receiver. Not Lakshman's. Loan word should be mentioned. Lakshman's loan or loan given to Lakshman account, debit. Then Silence others. Only the person whom I am asking will speak, others will maintain silence. To cash account. We have lent the loan means we have given the cash. So cash goes out. So down. All of you are clear with this? So first effect is we have given loan to Lakshman. Repeat, Lakshman is the receiver.
Lakshman is the receiver.
Debit the receiver.
Debit the receiver.
8% Lakshman's loan account debit.
8% Lakshman's loan account debit.
Okay, amount is 8,000. Any confusion in this? All are clear with the first effect? And we have given loan, so cash goes out. Repeat, cash goes out.
Cash goes out.
Credit what goes out?
Debit what goes out.
To cash account 8,000.
Cash account 8,000.
Yes.
सर वो 8% वो जो लोन का है वो नाप के उधर नहीं लिखेंगे तो चलेगा?
You should preferably write. The purpose of making the accounts is
सर हमारे स्कूल में नहीं करते।
let me also write. Preferably you must write which will understand at the later stage. Because when we open our books of accounts, we want that all the information is available at one stroke. So we don't have to turn the pages and find out what was the rate of interest payable. The moment you open your ledger book, which will be studied later on, and find Lakshman's account, immediately you must come to know that 8% interest is to be charged on this loan. So write it. If you write it, your marks won't be deducted. Okay? And it's good if you write it, you'll understand that in later studies when we go to the advanced level of chapters. Being loan lent to Lakshman. Being loan lent to Lakshman. Now, raise your hand. Received cash rupees 800 for loan lent to Bharat and 200 for interest. Raise your hand. Received cash rupees 800 for loan lent to Bharat and 200 for interest. No discussions. On your own only you'll tell me if you let me know. No discussions in between. Nothing. Bharat's loan account. Yes, correct. Very good. First of all, one confusion. Raise your hand. It is given loan lent to Bharat, right? Is it or not? Do you all see that?
Yes.
Then how come cash is received? Raise your hand. Explain it. Raise your hand. If loan is lent to Bharat, then why in the question the language is given cash received? Rima? Yes? No. Received cash means we have received from Bharat. Read it carefully. How is it possible that it is lent to Bharat and we are receiving the cash? Yes, sir? Yes? Yes. Yes, because the word for we are not doing English subject. Rima is correct, very good. He is giving back the loan. Okay, why do you borrow or give the loan to someone? In future you have to pay it back. So here if we have lent the loan to Lakshman, will he pay back in future or not? In past, we lent the loan to Bharat. Now he is returning it back with interest. What is actually happening in this transaction is the Bharat, we lent loan to Bharat in past and Bharat is returning back the loan with interest. Therefore the language is received cash. Understood that? Right now we are not lending the loan. Loan was lent in past. What is happening right now? Bharat is returning back the loan. So if he is returning back the loan, we will receive cash. So first effect, all of you repeat, cash comes in.
Cash comes in.
Debit what comes in?
Debit what comes in.
Write down cash account debit.
Cash account debit.
Understood that? What is the total cash coming in the business? 800 plus 200,000. Understood that? Now, 800 he is paying back for loan. So for that we will say Bharat is the giver. And 200 is paying for? For that we'll say interest is our income. Okay, 800 is paying back for the loan. That is the principal amount of loan. For that we will write loans account. And for interest we will write interest account. So repeat, Bharat is the giver.
Bharat is the giver.
Credit the giver
Credit the giver.
to Bharat's loan account.
Bharat's loan account.
Okay, this will be with the principal amount, that is 800. Any confusion? All up there with this? And 200 is paying for? So repeat, interest is an income.
Interest is an income.
Credit all incomes and gains
Credit all incomes and gains.
to interest on loan account. Okay, amount is 200. So loan will come only with the principal amount and interest will come with the amount of interest. Yes, Mayur?
सर वो वहाँ पे भरत रिटर्न कर रहा है तो भरत लोन रिटर्न अकाउंट नहीं है.
No. Name of account will remain same. When we make the ledger book, we'll make only one account which is in the name of loan of Bharat account. So name will remain same. Note. Yes, any other confusions in this? Being loan returned by Bharat with interest. Try 10th on your own. It is vice versa. Reverse of this transaction. Try it on your own. Being loan returned by Bharat with interest. Who all could do that? Raise your hand. Okay. Amit, tell me. Pacific. C. Yes, speak. Silence everyone.
Sita is the receiver.
Sita is the receiver.
Debit the receiver.
Debit the receiver.
FX is Sita's loan.
Sita's loan account then.
Loan is an name. Interest. Loan. Interest is an expense.
Interest is an expense.
Debit or expense is an loss.
Debit all expenses and losses.
FX loan interest account.
Apex loan interest account.
Cash goes out.
Cash goes out.
Credit what goes out.
Credit what goes out.
FX cash.
Cash flow. Very good, sir. Now pay attention. It is vice versa. Now we have returned back the loan to Sita. See that? Rupees 5,000 returned back to Sita for borrowed loan and paid interest rupees 400. So effect one will be Sita is the receiver. Debit the receiver. Sita's loan account debit with principal amount that is 500. Sorry, 5,000. Any doubts in that? And that interest of 400 is our expense. Debit all expenses and losses. So interest on loan account debit 400. And both we are paying, so cash goes out. Credit what goes out to cash account, total cash goes out is 5,400. Raise your hand who did not understand this. Now we are returning back the loan to Sita. Read the transaction. It is given 5,000 returned back to Sita. Now we are returning back the loan to Sita. So who is Sita here? Sita is the receiver. Debit the receiver. So Sita's loan account, debit. This will be only with the principal amount which is 5,000. And we are also paying interest of 400. So what is that interest for us? Expense. Interest is an expense, debit or expenses and losses, interest on loan account debit 400. And both we are paying, so cash goes out, credit what goes out to cash account. Total cash goes out 5,400. Should I repeat it again? Raise your hand who wants me to explain it again. All are clear with this? Being loan returned to Sita with interest. Being loan returned to Sita with interest. Understood this, everyone? Next. Rekha. Received interest rupees 200 for loan lent to Kaushal. Cash comes in. Debit what comes in? Affects cash account. Wrong. Chakre.
Credit all expense are income and gains. FX interest account.
Correct. Be attentive. we are receiving that for interest, not for the principal amount of loan. Okay? Rekha, received interest rupees 200 for loan lent to Kaushal. He is not giving us back the loan amount, he is paying us only interest. So Kaushal's loan name will not come. Simply interest is our income, credit or incomes and yes, he is repaying the principal amount of loan, then you will say Kaushal is the giver. Any confusion in this? When will the name of Kaushal's loan or person's loan come? Only when you repay the principal amount of loan. Got it? So here all of you repeat, cash comes in. Debit what comes in? Cash account debit. Okay, the amount is 200. And second effect, all of you repeat, interest is an income. Credit all incomes and gains. To interest on loan account 200. Is everyone clear with it? When would the loan come in the name of account? When would loan come in the name of account? When the principal amount is borrowed or repaid or given and repaid. Got it, everyone? Being interest received on loan lent to Kaushal. Being interest received on loan lent to Kaushal. Any confusions? Next. Interest for 1 month paid for loan obtained from Ram. Mark it important. Amount is important, which I'll explain later on. First we need the entry. Okay, so Dhruvi, tell me the effects and names of account. Interest of 1 month is paid for loan obtained from Ram. Ram is the giver. Stand up. What is your name? Last bench. Viraj. No one should be talking. Very good, correct. Dhruvi, what are you doing? More than 100 transactions we have done in the last chapter. And how do you say that Ram is the giver? At least you should have said Ram is the receiver, we are paying the interest to him. Then also I would have understood that. Still both of you? Here we are paying interest. So can we say Ram is the receiver or the giver? We cannot say that. Just now what did I explain? When will we write name of loan and person? Principal amount is paid or repaid. Are we repaying the principal amount? We are paying the interest. So we cannot say Ram is the receiver. Did you understand it? We are paying interest. So what is that interest for us? Expense. Repeat, interest is an expense. Debit all expenses and losses. Interest on loan account debit. Okay? And we are paying interest, so cash goes out. Repeat, cash goes out. Credit what goes out. To cash account. Understood that? Now raise your hand. How will you count the amount of interest? Drashti?
Sir, first transaction में 20,000 amount है उसका 1 it is calculated per annum तो फिर 1 month का percentage.
Yes, that's correct. Be attentive, everyone. First transaction. What is the amount of loan borrowed from Ram? What was the rate of interest? And I told you, rate of interest is always per annum per year. Here underline a month. A month means 1 month. Interest for 1 month. Underline that. So we have paid interest for only 1 month. How we will count the interest? Show in bracket 20,000 into 12% into 1 by 12. When you do 20,000 into 12%, you get full year's interest. It is per annum. Listen everyone. When you do 20,000 into 12%, you will get full year's interest. It is per annum. So how will you find interest of 1 month into 1 divided by? If it was given 3 months interest, 1 3 divided by 12. If it was given 3 months interest, then you would do into 3 divided by 12. In your homework question, you'll have, if you have, Kiran, if you have 5 months interest, not divided by 5 divided by 12, into 5 divided by 12. Are you all clear with this portion? 7 months interest then? Into 7 divided by 12. In homework question, you'll have it this way. And I'll see you are able to do it or not. So, that comes to 200. Count it 20,000 into 12% into 1 divided by 12. Okay, so yearly interest is 2,400, therefore divided by 12, monthly interest will be 200. Any confusions in this? Being interest of 1 month paid on Ram's loan. Being interest of 1 month paid on Ram's loan. Any confusion so far? Raise your hand. All of you are clear with this? Now 18th also mark an important. We have done this kind of transaction in chapter 2, illustration 11. It was Kundan. Rent receivable from Kundan. There we had done the effects. So raise your hand. 75 rupees became receivable for interest on loan of Lakshman. Rohit?
Lakshman is the receiver, debit is receiver, Lakshman account.
And second effect?
Interest is income, credit or income and gains, loan interest account.
How you can say Lakshman is receiver? Interest is receivable from Lakshman. We are going to receive it and we have not yet received. Receivable means we have not yet received. Lakshman is going to in fact pay us. He is not the receiver. He would be the giver and he would be the giver in future. So Lakshman is the receiver is wrong. We have done this in the last chapter. Anyone else? Jen?
Debit the receivables, receivable account.
Yes.
Receivables, it is receivable by the business.
Name of account?
Receivables.
Then second effect?
Interest, interest on loan account is income. Interest on loan account.
Rule?
Debit all expense, income and gains.
Debit or income? I hope you're writing the workings with the rules, everything. So now, be attentive everyone. Yes. Repeat, interest is receivable.
Interest is receivable.
Debit the receivables.
Debit the receivables.
See, either you'll say outstanding interest account or you'll say interest receivable account. Last chapter we studied in personal account. Either you'll write outstanding interest account or you'll write interest receivable. You can write outstanding interest from Lakshman, interest receivable from Lakshman, or simply Lakshman will also do. But avoid that. Don't write only the name Lakshman. Write interest receivable or outstanding interest. Jen, repeat the effect.
Receivable,
Effect.
second one.
First. When I'm discussing, you're talking. Sit down. What is the first effect?
Interest is receivable.
Interest is receivable. In homework, you have to write the workings. So understand the things properly. Interest is receivable. Debit the receivables. So write down outstanding interest account debit. $75 is the amount. Did you understand this? Now, anyway, we have to receive interest from Lakshman. So what is this interest for us? Income. Second effect will remain same. Repeat, interest is an income.
Interest is an income.
Credit all incomes and gains.
Credit all incomes and gains.
So two interest on loan account. Did all of you understand this? See, if we would have received it already, then what you would say? if interest was received, then what you would have said? Cash comes in. If interest was already received, then what we would have said? Cash comes in. But here interest is not received, it is receivable. So we cannot say cash comes in. Therefore we write outstanding interest account. So if interest is received, then cash account. If it is not received, then it will be outstanding interest. Second effect will remain same. Whether interest is received or receivable, it is our income. Understood this portion? Being interest receivable from Lakshman. Any confusions in this? 20, 28, 29, 34, 400, 34, 600, 34, 875, 34875. All of you are doing that CFDF? Wherever your page gets over, you'll do that carry forward, brought forward on your own, okay? Now, still anyone who wants me to explain any of the transactions again? So in homework, I want you all to do it with workings. I don't want you people to copy the illustrations. Got it, everyone? Therefore, homework you'll be doing with that effects. I want effects, and wherever you face trouble, you ask me the note and discuss it in the class. What would be the effect and rules? Your homework would be illustration 7. And there is a correction in that, so take out page 66. Homework is illustration 7. And there is a correction in that. Page 66, June 30. Do you see Pawan has paid interest? June 30. Do you find that? Cancel that Pawan has paid interest and make it paid interest to Pawan. Cancel Pawan has paid interest and make it paid interest to Pawan. Is it already paid interest to Pawan? Okay, so in new textbooks already there is a correction. Who all are having the language Pawan has paid interest? Raise your hand. So your books are old, make the correction. Paid interest to Pawan. Instead of Pawan has paid interest, make it paid interest to Pawan. In the new books already there is a correction. Okay, now page number 88, question 11. See, time is limited, so we'll solve this question without the narrations. Okay? You'll leave 2 lines for narration, bracket, you'll leave 2 lines, and you can complete the narration in more. Make the formats of question 11. It is in the books of Shashank, May 2014. So we'll not write the narrations in this question. Okay? You'll leave 2 lines after every journal entry. Make a bracket and make a line after that. Okay? That 2 line space will leave for the narration. First one, paid rupees 500 for refreshment at inaugural function of shop. Be attentive. First 2 I'll explain you. Then after I'll ask you. When you do the inauguration of a new business, what do you serve the people with? Ice creams, cold drinks, tea, coffee, snacks, a little bit of snacks. Now, what do you call this tea, coffee and light expenses as? Sundry expenses or miscellaneous expenses. So whenever we do the inauguration, all expenses will call sundry. Even if puja is done, katha is done, paid 500 to Pandit ji, paid for that, paid for prasad, goldhana, etc. Everything goldhana, everything prasad, everything we will write it as sundry expense or miscellaneous expense. Note 2, summary in the beginning. Note 2. Note 1 we have already written so far. Define note 1 written that Personal expense and personal income. Note 2 right now. Expenses at the time of inauguration. Expenses at the time of inauguration will be treated as sundry expenses. Okay, so repeat all of you. Refreshment is an expense. Debit all expenses and losses. Sundry expenses account debit. Any confusions in this?
No.
Okay, the amount incurred is 500. And second effect, if we have paid for refreshment expense, what happens? Repeat, cash goes out. Credit what goes out. To cash account 500. All of you are clear with this?
Yes.
Any doubts in that? See, when you are doing the homework, do write these workings so that you don't copy it directly. And in case you see the journal entry, you are not able to identify, then at least from the journal entry you try to identify what effects would have taken place. Are your tables then write so your concepts will become clear? B, we are not writing. Next. Purchase necessary books of accounts 400 per business. On this also I'll explain you. The next one of us I'll ask where ended. Whenever we purchase books of accounts, don't say books comes in. Because we assume that whenever we purchase any stationery items, books, pen, pencil, eraser, we assume that we purchase and immediately use it or start using it. Unused is our asset, but we assume that we start using it so it becomes our expense. Means you assume that if you purchase books of accounts, immediately you'll come and do Sri Ganeshaya Namaha. You'll start writing the books of accounts. And you'll start writing the journal book immediately. So, that book is not our asset. That book becomes our expense. Because you've used it. So repeat, stationery is an expense. Debit all expenses and losses. Write down stationery expense account debit. Any confusion in this? 400. And we have purchased stationery books, so cash goes out. Repeat, cash goes out. Credit what goes out. To cash account. So whenever any stationery item, pen is purchased, then don't say pen comes in pen account. Pencil comes in pencil account. All of them will write only one expense, stationery expense. Any confusions? Third one, now raise your hand. Paid rupees 200 for wages and 100 for carriage. Okay, paid 200 for wages and 100 for carriage, but correct. Is everyone clear with this?
Yes.
So repeat, wages is an expense. Debit all expenses and losses. Wages account debit with 200. Okay, further, carriage is an expense. Debit all expenses and losses. Carriage account debit 100. Cash goes out. Credit what goes out. To cash account 300. Did all of you understand this?
Yes.
Anyone who wants will repeat? Next. Raise your hand. Paid rupees 500 for shop rent and 300 for house rent. And what about house rent? Yes, no prompting in between. I'll make you write 100 times otherwise. Anyone else? Entry is correct, but effects are not correct. You will not say house rent is an expense. Correct. What is the note I made you write first note? For personal expense, you'll say owner is the receiver. For personal income, you'll say owner is the giver. And then the word house, that means personal expense. So owner is the receiver will be the effect. Understood that? So let's repeat, shop rent is an expense.
Shop rent is an expense.
Debit all expenses and losses.
Debit all expenses and losses.
Shop rent account debit with 500.
Shop rent account debit with 500.
Are you all clear with this? Now house rent is personal expense. So say owner is the receiver.
Owner is the receiver.
Debit the receiver.
Debit the receiver.
Then put drawings account debit with 300. Again, both we are paying. So cash goes out. Credit what goes out.
Credit what goes out.
To cash account 800. Raise your hand who did not understand this. All are clear? Next, listen. 400 received for commission.
Is an income.
But that would be the second effect. Income will always come as the second effect. First effect,
Cash comes in.
cash comes in.
Debit what comes in. Cash account. Our commission is an income. Credit all incomes and gains and commission account.
Correct. We are receiving commission means cash comes in the business. All repeat, cash comes in.
Cash comes in.
Debit what comes in.
Debit what comes in.
Cash account debit with 400.
Cash account debit with 400.
Okay. And we are receiving commissions. What is commission for our business?
Income.
So repeat, commission is an income.
Commission is an income.
Credit all incomes and gains
Credit all incomes and gains.
to commission account 400.
Commission account 400.
Well, if you are clear with this, I want you all to write this working so that you understand the logic behind it. Being we're not writing. Next, check of 800 is received for brokerage. Shreyas?
Brokerage is an expense.
We have received the check for brokerage, so brokerage is our expense. Correct. So now, whenever we receive check, what effect we will write? Bank is the receiver because that check we will deposit in the bank. So let me repeat, bank is the receiver.
Bank is the receiver.
Debit the receiver.
Debit the receiver.
Therefore, bank account debit
Therefore, bank account debit
800.
800.
Now, we have received brokerage. So what is brokerage for us?
Income.
Repeat, brokerage is an income.
Brokerage is an income.
Credit all incomes and gains
Credit all incomes and gains.
to brokerage account 800.
Brokerage account 800.
All are clear with this?
Yeah.
Next, 15th. Paid advertisement bill of Gujarat Samachar rupees 300. Now someone else will tell me this. Bhavya. Cash goes out would be the second effect. Yes. Advertisement is an expense. Advertisement account debit. And second effect, cash goes out. Credit what goes out? Cash account. Will we say Gujarat Samachar is the receiver?
No.
Whenever you have any expense or income, you will not write the name of the person. Because we have paid the money. Why should we remember the name of Gujarat Samachar? The money is already paid. So whenever there is any service involved, expense or income involved, don't write the name of person. Are you okay with this? Repeat, advertisement is an expense. Debit all expenses and losses.
Debit all expenses and losses.
Advertisement account debit.
Advertisement account debit.
Okay, the amount here is 300. And cash goes out.
Cash goes out.
Credit what goes out
Credit what goes out.
to cash account 300.
To cash account 300.
Understood that everyone?
Yes.
Next. received equity share dividend and raise your hand. Last chapter, what did we study about dividend? One important point, raise your hand. In the last chapter, one important point we did about dividend. What was that? Navdeep? Yes. You never receive dividend in cash. These days it directly gets deposited to your bank account. Earlier it was always received in the form of check. So whenever dividend is received, you don't write cash comes in. We'll always receive it in the form of check. Or you can say bank is the receiver. Okay, dividend always deposited directly in bank. Got it? So repeat, bank is the receiver.
Bank is the receiver.
Debit the receiver.
Debit the receiver.
Bank account debit with 500.
Bank account debit with 500.
And second effect, raise your hand. That's it. What about others? Even
Dividend is an income, credit on income and gains, and
yes, all of you repeat. Dividend is an income. Credit all incomes and gains to dividend account. All of you are clear with this? Any confusions up till here? Now 24th. SR company has paid debenture interest by check rupees 1000. We are going to understand this first. What is it exactly? What is debenture for us? Debenture. Only debenture I am asking. It is an investment in personal, real, nominal. I made you write also. Shares and debentures are investment. Now, why do we invest the money anywhere? To get returns. When you invest in shares, you get return in the form of dividend. When you invest in debentures, you get in return in the form of interest. So, we have invested the money in debentures of SR company, and we should get return in the form of interest. That is what the company is paying to us. Read it carefully. SR company has been, we have not paid it. Paid means don't say it's an expense. Who is paying? SR company. To whom? So we are receiving. Okay, don't always go by the word paid comes means blindfolded expense. Who is paying is also important. Who is paying this interest? SR company. Understood that? So for us it is an income. We invested the money in the debentures of SR company, and now they are paying us interest on the same. Are you all clear with it? We have received it by check. So bank is the receiver. Repeat. Debit the receiver. Bank account debit 1000.
Bank account debit 1000.
Okay. And what is this interest for us? So repeat, interest is an income.
Interest is an income.
Credit all incomes and gains
Credit all incomes and gains.
to debenture interest account. Did everyone understand this? Debenture is investment, but debenture interest is income. Debenture is real account, but debenture interest is nominal account. Any confusion in this? Anyone who did not understand it? And the last one, mark it important, 25. Pay rupees 3000 for signboard of business. Can we say signboard is an expense?
Yes.
No. Be attentive. Signboard is our asset. Like you enter into the class, you find IOC written at the top. IOC will be written at the top. Last 4-5 years ago, I purchased that. I don't replace it every year. It is in the form of a glass printed something. So that signboard I don't invest every year. When you come over in the complex, above the shops, every shop above that you'll find a signboard. Do they replace it every year? Once in many years. They've written with that paint, oil paint, and that is done once in many years. Okay? So that is a one-time expense, it is our asset. This signboard we will treat it as an asset and not an expense. We'll treat it as furniture. So repeat, signboard comes in.
Signboard comes in.
Debit what comes in.
Debit what comes in.
Therefore, furniture account debit.
Therefore, furniture account debit.
Okay, the amount is 3,000. Understood that, everyone? So mark that important. Signboard is not our expense. We'll treat it as an asset. And second effect, we are paying for it. So debit cash goes out.
Cash goes out.
Credit what goes out
Credit what goes out.
to cash account.
To cash account.
Any confusion in this? 500, 900, 1200, 2000, 24, 32, 35, 4000, 5000, 8000. Okay, grand total is 8,000. Any confusions in this? Illustration 7 and 9 is your homework with workings. From next period onwards, I will not make you do the workings, and I assume that you will be confident by that point of time. But I want that everyone should be doing it through the rules only and not directly, okay? Bye everyone.